Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Kriega R25 rucksack, available at RevZilla.com. Now, the R25 has been a staple in the line. You can see last year's version right in front of me. For 2013, they've made some key upgrades that add to fit, ergonomics, and performance here on the most popular pack from Kriega. Now, remember, guys, the Kriega R25 and the entire Kriega line, these are riders packs designed to be worn on the bike, be functional. You know, there's a full line. The R25 is 25 liters, which is pretty sizable. I mean, this pack right here to the right is Brett's, one of our video guys. He rides a Kawasaki Ninja. He rocks a MacBook Pro 15-inch in that bad boy every day, so you're not going to have any issues there. Me personally, I wear a 20. I use it with my MacBook Pro. I bring it to Europe all the time. You know, again, these are very sizable packs, very, very functional. From there, you'd step up to the US 30. Keep that in mind. That's going to be more of a dry bag configuration. The Kriega bags are going to be water resistant, but they're not waterproof. Now, if we look at it, and remember, love to hear your gut reaction as I start to walk through some of these newer features. Leave us your comments, subscribe to RevZilla TV, leave us your questions. I'm going to spin it around and show the first major change as I walk through kind of the nuance here of the R25, which again is a full-size backpack. You're going to notice that Kriega builds these bags to really be rider-specific, be tunable, be comfortable with heavy loads at speed on your bike. And you're going to notice that for the sub-$200 price point here on the R25, in my right hand I have last year's version, they had this really beefy quad lock system. They still have it, but you had these T6 alloy pulls. And what they've done for this year is they've actually raised the area on which this is going to sit, eliminated some of the extra pulls. You still have them down here on the lumbar, but they've changed the ergonomics slightly on this bag. So you now have a little bit less going on. You still have your quad lock that meets in the middle. Notice reflective panels and shoulder Dynatech. But now you have the adjustability with the dot system up here. This is how you know that both straps, which are very fine tunable, are the exact same length. And notice that they've angled here. You can see the angle that this comes together. The way that this would sit on your body puts all of the weight on your back, or like in between your scapulars on your shoulders, as well as at your sternum. It's not going to sit across the tops of your shoulder. It's not going to sit on your clavicle. And that's the ergonomic factor. Also notice that they have this big jersey mesh system, this air gap system, which allows for support. This is a dense foam, both in the lumbar and all the way up your back. It actually creates a channel that's going to get more air, more airflow depending on how you're wearing it. And that's remaining from last year. And if we look at the rest of the harness system here, micro adjusters on the slide, easy on, easy off. They've actually changed the way that this is fit so it goes on easier even over bulkier jackets or jackets that have less of a range of motion. Keep that in mind. If you're wearing a leather, if you're strapping this guy down and you have all your gear on, this is an easier backpack now to get on. The R25 has been a staple in the line too, and some of this technology we actually see in some of the newer bags like the R20 from Kriega that they've carried forward. This is a nice update on that R25. Now, looking at it down here too, you're going to notice on the inside of the quad lock system, as I pull it apart here, it's rubberized, same material down here on the lumbar, same material behind the sternum. That's material that's going to stay in place where that load meets your body. And you'll notice in the shoulder straps, you're getting more of that air gap system, that jersey mesh that's going to, again, promote airflow and breathability. Now, moving into other key changes, and remember, looking at the main construction, it's 1000D Cordura, 420D ripstop nylon, and then you have those shoulder Dynatech areas built in. The top of the bag is going to be different now as well. They're stealing a play off some of the bigger bags with this rubberized reinforced pull carrying strap that you didn't have on last year's model of the R25. And you also have a flap here. This flap is now a pass-through to the interior, and it's double-walled on the inside, but you now have a hook on the inside where you can carry a hydration pack and then snake out the tube, which would be your hydration system from the top. You didn't have that option on the 2012 R25. Moving into the back of the backpack, it's very similar stuff. You're still going to have your straps, you're still going to have your bomb-proof buckles, your cinches that I use very frequently on both sides, but now you also have the ability to configure this pack to take US 10s. You see these loops on the side. You can now hook US 10s onto your Kriega R25 to give you even more carrying capacity in a waterproof fashion because they're a dry bag style system that you didn't have before. Beefy, beefy zippers, two main zippers here. You're going to have your RevZilla zipper underneath the main construction. This is going to be your area. They've recessed this zipper a bit further, big YKK zippers. And notice the beefy size and nature on the zipper here. Now, it's a single component construction inside. I'd open it up and show you. It's basic black on the inside with a laptop sleeve. That's it. They know that the serious rider really gives a lot of thought and for a longer distance ride into how he's going to pack his bag, so they give you that full flexibility. You see that a lot in mountaineering bags. A lot of times school bags or day tripper bags are really designed with all those components that you're going to fill with things. Major hardcore bags typically are open on the inside for flexibility. Rotating around to the bottom, again, the seats, that Cordura 1000D, more reflective paneling here along the back in that Scholler Dynatech, and a similar configuration with cinches along the side. So remember, if you're concerned about it, if you need to see it firsthand, we ship for free. Don't worry about it. But the thing you need to take away is that this is a serious bag. If you're looking for a day tripper, quick commuter, or something to just pop on a plane with your laptop, you can get away with the R20. The sub $200 R25 is a bag that really you can do in a lot of serious riding and non-riding conditions. It's going to distribute that load well, give you a beefy bomb-proof exterior that's also going to work with you in a lot of different situations. I'm a fan of what Kriega doing. I think they're some of the most, if not the most, premium backpacks for riders on the market, and they continue to improve their game. So we're fans here on RevZilla. It's actually what we choose to use. Now, the next step in your journey is to click here, learn more at RevZilla.com. I think we have a ton of reviews in the original R25. You can take a lot of that performance feature and thinking, read those reviews, read the reviews about the new R25 moving forward, and take your own pass at getting to the bottom of things so you don't have to take my word for it. As always, we ship for free. As I said, return is very painless. And if you need to talk to a geek, a lot of us use Kriega. Give us a shout. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455 or via email, see us at RevZilla.com. I'm Anthony. Thanks for tuning into the 2013 Kriega R25 detailed breakdown. We'll see you next time.